Okay, guys, this is my 7 good reasons to stay in van life. All right. Hi, guys. Well, I'm back in my favorite noisy spot again, so you're just going to have to bear with me. All right. Well, this is 7 good reasons to stay in van life as opposed to my last video, which was 7 good reasons to quit van life. I figured I better do the positive aspects of van life too, not just all the challenges. So, like I've said before, I've done this my whole life pretty much, and so I figure I have a pretty good handle on the reasons why people would stay and the reasons why people would go from being a van lifer. And also, there's been a lot, like I said before, there's been a lot of talk in our community about whether or not current world situations, i.e. a pandemic and bad economy, is going to cause either more nomad type people or less. And like I've always said before, I think it's going to be a little bit of both. I think that some people are going to do it anyway, and other people are going to say, I quit. So on that note, there are very, very many reasons why people stay in van life, and they're all kind of intertwined with each other because they're all kind of like, I don't know, to me I call it like one big reason, so I kind of had to tease out all this kind of stuff. And then I kind of, I came up with the 7 best reasons because, like I said last time, 7's a good number. It won't take me as long to explain as 10. And it kind of gets to, the bottom of this thing. So, all right, let's get into this. So reason number 1, it's fun. It's way more fun than living in a house. Every day, even on a bad day, it feels like I'm having some fun. Seriously, I'm not having to do the normal humdrum status quo, and to me that's fun, and to a lot of other people it's fun. All the challenges that come with van life, it makes you use your brain, and for some folks that's fun. Just all the different experiences you have and everything. It's fun. It's fun. All the places you get to go, people you get to see, all that stuff. It's a blast. So that's why we stay. Because we have so much fun doing it. Okay, and number 2 is more freedom. You get more freedom. If I want to go across country and go see somebody or go see a concert or do whatever, or, maybe do a job across country, or, decide that I don't like the weather here, so I want to go someplace else. As long as I have the gas money and, I'm not working or whatever, I can go do that. It's very easy for me to do that. If I just decide that I don't like, the state that I'm residing in, it's way easier for me to pick up roots and leave than it is if I was still living in a sticks and bricks. So the freedom of living in a van is just awesome. And if you don't want to stay in the same spot every day, you don't have to. You have that freedom. You can have a different front yard every day, a different backyard every day. That's the beauty of having, a steering wheel in your house and 4 wheels. You could drive away. So to us who live on the road, there is nothing more important than the freedom of being, out here. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons and the biggest draws that people have to this lifestyle is the freedom. It's not just that it is a blast, but it is the freedom. And once you've tasted that, once you've experienced that, you're never going to want to go back. Like, seriously, most people do not want to go back from that. They will give up all the comforts that they have to keep that freedom. And so that's a huge reason why people do this lifestyle. Okay, number 3, and it kind of ties into the freedom thing, you get more travel and experiences with this lifestyle. You get to learn more things than you would living in the sticks and bricks. You get to see more stuff. Because you have that freedom, you can go around to different parts of the country where you might not have been able to even think about. And part of it too is because you're driving. Say you have a destination and in mind, like say you're going to go to, I don't know, San Francisco from, Alabama or someplace like that. I don't know. Well, if you decide that you're going to use your van to do it rather than flying, you're going to get this experience and see more things along the way than you would if you just took an airplane and flew to whatever destination you're going to go to. So yeah, that's a huge thing. So if you're living in a house, you're more than likely not going to go on a road trip every time you go someplace. Okay, because you want to be able to get back home and do the things that you have to do. Well, if your whole entire life is van life and you're bringing your home with you everywhere you go, you get to travel and really experience the places that you get to go. You get to learn more things along the way about your country that you live in and the people that are around and all that kind of stuff. And to me, that's more valuable than a lot of stuff. I think that is awesome. You know, because I have lived off and on in this county that I'm static camping in since I was 15 years old. Okay? But since I decided to static camp in my van and travel around this county, I've seen and experienced more spots than I ever have. I didn't even know half this stuff was here. You know, and I've met so many more different people doing this than I did even when I was going to school, living in a sticks and bricks here. So that's just a good example. Okay, and that comes into number 4. Meeting new people. Okay, a lot of folks like to meet each other. They want to go say hi to people. They want to talk to people. And this is a good way to do it. Yeah, you can be an introvert to the extreme and get out in the middle of nowhere and get away from people anytime you want, which is another awesome thing. But if you want to hang out with more people and learn from more people, you can in this lifestyle, especially if you go to van life meetups, or if you go to Quartzsite in the wintertime and hang out with all the other RVers, or if you go to the RTR or any of those things. I mean, there's so many different things. Or if you join an RVers club, you know, there's all kinds of ways to meet way more people. And there's even more ways being thought up right now. And, you know, just because, you know, you're sitting on your bum in your house and you don't know anybody after you've retired or whatever, or etc., doesn't mean that wouldn't change if you know, hopped in your van and drove away. So yeah, just, you know, go to where those places are, and you have the freedom, you have the place, the way to do it. You could go to where all those gatherings are, where all those people are, and you could go meet those people, and you could do the opposite too. But yeah, that's awesome. So I think that 3 and 4 kind of, I don't know, they just kind of culminate. See, all these things, they kind of are interconnected. It's all like one big reason, but it's broken down into little reasons inside of it, if that makes sense. Okay, so yeah, you're going to be meeting lots of really cool people out there. I mean, most of the people that I've met doing this lifestyle are very kind, very awesome, and just wonderful, beautiful people. And they're, you know, a good addition to have with my other friends. Okay, so number 5 is the same reason that I put number 5 on the other video, which is health. Okay, now in my last video I talked about how van life could probably even cause health problems or exacerbate ones that you already have. But a lot of folks have found the exact opposite, that their health has improved since they've come out on the road because they have more time to work on their health. They are kind of forced, because they're trying to save money so that they don't have to spend so much on food, to cook their own meals rather than going out to eat. So their diet has improved. A lot of people are more active because they're outside more, because you're living in a small space. You're forced to be outside. You're not going to want to sit in your lawn chair the whole time. You're going to go hiking or something like that. So van life can really enhance your health. It can, you know, really improve your health, and it can keep you healthy. Whereas like if you're in some other kind of lifestyle, that might not be true. So yeah, so it's kind of odd that my number 5 in this video and my number 5 in the last video would be kind of the same, but like the opposite sides of the coin. But it really is true. You can improve your health living in a van. You could also keep up your healthy lifestyle living in a van, which I have done. That's one of the reasons why I built my van the way I did. I have less storage for stuff, but I have more room to do exercises and training and things like that inside of my van when I need to. Sure, I can do a lot of stuff outside, and I do, especially in the summer. But in the winter months when it's raining a lot, I really need that space inside of my vehicle to be able to keep up with, push-ups and, resistance training and qigong or whatever I'm doing at the time. So yes, if you do it right, van life can enhance your health and or help you maintain your health. And it's just incredible how there's two sides to the coin on this one. On one hand, van life can mess up your health pretty bad if you don't do it right. But on the other hand, it can really enhance your health. And I have actually heard a lot more people that talk about why they did van life and why they're staying in van life. One of their biggest things that they talk about, especially the older population, is how much better their health is. And part of that too is like the stress levels in some people, because for some people like me and like others, taking care of a house is very stressful, and doing all those things that are like, normal or whatever is very, very stressful. So once you stop doing that stress goes away, and then your health improves just from that. And then your whole world opens up after that, and you start doing other stuff. Because once you start feeling better, you're going to do more stuff that, is healthy naturally, no matter what. So yeah, so health is a huge reason why people stay in this lifestyle. It's a huge reason why they leave it, and it's a huge reason why they stay in it, which is really, really interesting. When I was doing my research, it kind of blew me away, because I knew that I stayed in it partly because of my health, but yeah, it's a huge thing. So yeah, it's really funny. Okay, so reason number 6, it can cost a lot less money. Now, I mentioned before that van life can be expensive, and it is. However, it is still less money than living in a sticks and bricks. Okay, anytime. Unless you're just lucky and you don't have to pay any mortgage or any rent or any taxes or any upkeep or anything like that for whatever reason, that you just get to stay there for free for however reason, I don't know. But yeah, housing is a huge chunk of everybody's income. So if you could take that away, then yeah, it's going to cost a lot less. And then that feeds back into all the other stuff that I've talked about. You have more freedom, you can travel more, you can do all these other things that you couldn't do. You could probably even eat better. I know there's some people out there that once they left their house, they could afford better food. I'm one of those. Like, I couldn't afford to eat all the meat that I eat. If I had to pay a whole bunch of rent, I probably wouldn't even be able to buy food. I could probably use my whole entire salary for, rent and utilities, and that's it. I wouldn't have a car to drive, and I wouldn't have any food to eat. So yeah, van life affords me that, so that's just one example of how it could cost people less, to live in their van. Okay. And number 7, which is one of my favorites, is that you get to be in nature. Now, some people don't like that. Some people, that's just not their gig. Okay, they don't want to feel the cold, and they don't want to feel the hot, and they don't want to feel it or be in it. But for me, that's one of the things. I'm an outside kind of person, even when I want to be inside. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I like to know what's going on outside. And I like being close to nature. I like having like the animals around and seeing stuff like mountains and streams and feeling the wind on my face and all of that beautiful stuff that comes along with being in nature, not just going on a hike. I want to be in it. I want to sleep in it. I want to live in it. I want to be in it. And van life lets me do that. That's one of the cool things about having these big side doors on my side of my van. I can open up all of my doors and still be inside of my house, but feel like I'm like on a back porch or something like that, or, whatever, wherever I go. I'm always looking at and seeing nature, and that is one of the biggest reasons why a lot of us stay in this lifestyle, because it is freeing. It is part of the whole freedom thing. It makes you feel closer to yourself, closer to the earth, closer to the universe, and just feel more free. So that to me is a really awesome reason why I live in a van, is because I want to be close to nature. I want to take pictures of it. I want to see it. I want to breathe it. I want to be it. And if I want to go see a different part of nature, I can go do that. And I can just feel like I am a free kind of person everywhere I go. So I think that's awesome. So in summary, van life is fun. You get more freedom and free time. You get to have more travel and experiences. You get to meet cool new people. It can enhance your health. It costs way less money than living in a house. And you get to be in nature. So I hope that helps you guys. I hope you got something out of this. If you did, please like and subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. And we'll talk to you next time. See you later. Bye. So cool.